Hey guys, welcome back to Maverick Watch Reviews. Today we have the Spinnaker Tesei Titanium 200 meter automatic diver, and this is model number SP-5061-02. And as usual, we're going to open this thing up, look at all the features and functions, check out the build quality, and then I'll let you know what I think of this titanium version of the Tesei from Spinnaker. Also, make sure you check out my Amazon shopping channel for all of my favorite watches that I've reviewed on this channel, and be sure to visit my Teespring merch store and pick yourself up a t-shirt or a mug. I'll make sure to put both of those links in the description field for you. So here you go. This is the titanium version of the Tesei. I'm sure all of y'all have seen that bronze version, which is really expensive, by the way, but it's a Swiss-made watch, and it has a Swiss movement, you know, and again, it's Swiss-made, so of course it's going to be a lot more expensive. But I like this thing, man. I'll go ahead and tell you up front, I kind of like it. I'm not crazy about Spinnaker's watch boxes. I never really have been, but that's not a, that's not a big deal. But anyway, let's go ahead and open this thing up, and we'll take a look at this watch. Again, these watch boxes are not the greatest. I think they need to up their watch box game. But I guess what really matters is the watch inside. So anyway, there's the watch. It's a good looking watch, man, I have to say. Right up front, it is a good looking watch. So we'll go ahead and put up all this boring crapola here, and we'll talk about the specs up on the left-hand side. All right, you're looking at a 43 millimeter titanium case. It's 15 millimeters thick. It's 50 millimeters lug to lug. It's on a 22 millimeter Cordura strap. It does have a sapphire crystal. It has a Miyota 8215 movement with a 40-hour power reserve. It is windable. Unfortunately, it is not hackable. It does have the date over there at 3 o'clock. It does not have a day function. It has a signed screw-down crown over there at 3 o'clock as well. It has a screw-down skeletonized case back, so you can see that movement. It's 200 meters water resistant, which of course is 660 feet. It has Superluminova C5 for the loom, and it has a titanium 120 click unidirectional bezel. So great specs on this watch, man. Again, this is the titanium version of the really popular Tesei model. And again, that bronze version is, I think, about 850 bucks. And of course, it is totally Swiss made with a Swiss movement. So it's right now, it's about $500 more than this watch. Now, this watch is going to go up in price after November 21st. I'll go ahead and tell you right now. Right now, it's about $349 on their website. That's their launch price. And after November 21st, it's going to jump up to $520. So if you want one of these, and I think you're going to want one after this review, you might want to head on over to Spinnaker's site and pick yourself up one. First of all, great looking watch. I like it. It doesn't have a whole bunch of crap you don't need on the dial. It's just a really legible, good looking dive watch, man. And it's made out of titanium, so it's nice and light. The case itself is real simple, just kind of like that sandblasted kind of finish to it. No drilled lugs, unfortunately. Real simple case, nice kind of coin edgy style bezel. Let's go ahead and check out the click action there. Nice click action. Doesn't take too much effort to turn the bezel, but it doesn't turn by itself very easily either, which I really like. It stays in place once you turn it. It's titanium. The bezel's titanium. Let's take a closer look at the dial. The dial has some sort of texture you can see on there. I like it. And all of those indexes are applied, and they have a very thin chrome bezel around each one. Looks like you have an applied Spinnaker logo right there, right below 12 o'clock. You do have a little bit of writing down here underneath the hands, right above 6. And they definitely wanted you to know that it was a titanium watch, because that titanium script is pretty big. That font is pretty big. Of course, it says automatic, 200 meters, 660 feet, titanium. You have a nice date window. In fact, let me go ahead and move the minute hand out of the way. Let me show you that date window. Nice date window. Again, you have a nice little bezel around it. It's framed. It looks like it's framed kind of dark. Let me see here. It's kind of hard to see with the studio light. Yeah, it's kind of framed. It's not really chromed out, but it is kind of a dark frame around it. And it definitely makes that date stand out, which I like a lot. Speaking of the crown, buttery smooth. Really like the crown. It is windable. Unfortunately, like I said earlier, it's not hackable, man. And hacking is, to me now, it's kind of a big deal. I mean, there's so many watches, especially with Seiko's 4R36 movement out there, and a ton of their automatic watches. I'm not quite sure why Spinnaker chose a non-hacking movement, but I kind of got to have hacking now. It's not a deal killer. I'll forgive it, like in the in those new Citizen ProMaster Fugu watches, they still use the same old movement, but those watches are so cool that I kind of forgive the non-hacking. But this watch is expensive, man, so it's just kind of one of those things. I would like to have it, and I'm disappointed that I don't have it, but it's, it's just one of those things. So anyways, you got some crown guards over here with the crown. You have a nice signed crown. Again, like I said, buttery smooth. You have your winding action there. Of course, you pull it out once for the date and the second position to set the time. Let's go ahead and set the time. What is it, about 6:15 over here on the East Coast? Let's go ahead and, it's about 6:18. There we go. Set that. Pop it back in. Of course, you see the second hand didn't stop because it's not hacking. Let's go ahead. Oh, really like the screw-in action. God, this is like the perfect size crown, guys. This crown has, not only does it have really good unscrew and screw-in action, it just feels great. It's got like the perfect amount of knurling on it. It's got the perfect size to it. It's really, really easy to grip. And Spinnaker did a fantastic job on this crown. I'm assuming this is probably the same crown that is on the bronze version. Of course, it's probably a different. It's made out of bronze, and it's probably machined a little bit differently. It's probably even smoother than this. But they did a great job on this crown. So what else? We talked about the indexes, talked about the hands. You have a nice little lollipop there on the second hand. What else? All right, let's take a look at the back, and we'll talk about the strap. Actually, let's go talk about the strap now. Not a big fan of the strap, only because it takes a fair amount of effort for the tang and buckle to release that tang out of these holes. I would slap this on a NATO immediately. Get rid of this thing. I mean, it's really stiff. Of course, it's going to be stiff when you're just wearing in a watch. But I don't like these Cordura straps. Just slap it on a NATO, guys. It'll look really good. Plus, you can put it on whatever color you want. It's not a bad strap. It's just, I like that kind of contrast stitching. But I don't know. I would just put it on a... plus, it has one of these fixed keepers, which y'all know drive me absolutely bonkers. I can't stand these fixed keepers, man. Anyway, slap it on a NATO. So let's look at the back. Now, I did notice one little design feature that made me instantly think of Rolex. See this kind of coin edge bezel around here? Normally on a Rolex, it's a sterile case back. There's nothing written. And so in a Rolex, there would be nothing here. It would just be all plain, and there'd be no writing here. And it has that kind of coin edge. I thought that was a really, even though this is a screw down case back, I kind of like that faux coin edge right there. Really reminiscent of a Rolex case back. I thought it was kind of cool. Very legible writing around the edge. Nice little skeletonized window there. You can see the Spinnaker rotor moving around. Nice case back, man. I like it. So, I mean, overall, I really, really like this watch. This is definitely my favorite Spinnaker watch by far. I mean, they've had some decent watches. But I mean, this one right here, I think on a kind of build quality level, I think is a notch above. You're getting some premium materials with the titanium and the titanium bezel and the sapphire crystal. This is actually a convex sapphire crystal. See, it's slightly domed. Now, concave is going like this, and convex is going like that. Okay, so it's slightly convex, which I like. Gives you a little bit of magnification there from the side when you're looking at it. Just probably, I think, one of their best looking watches they've ever made. Easily, in my opinion. So it is going to be a little bit expensive after the launch price of $349. So if you really want one of these, and I'd say go out there and get one, man. Just slap it on a NATO strap and get yourself one. I would get one now. Again, it's going to be $349 right now until November 21st. And then $520 after that. I think they have free worldwide shipping. Let me see. Yep, they have free worldwide shipping, so you're good to go. And guys, that's really been about it. Let me go ahead and actually, let me slap it on the wrist real quick. I know some of y'all freak out if I don't give you a wrist shot. And that's another thing I don't like this Cordura strap. It's a little bit small. So you know what? Here, let's just do this. Let's just show you like that. There you go. There you go. That's what it looks like. So, I mean, it looks good. I mean, this watch isn't blowing me away, but I definitely like it better than anything else Spinnaker has made, for sure. So now let's do the Loom Shot. Let me get this thing off here. Let's go ahead and kill the studio light. Let's kill the monitor. And let's get you this always requested Loom. Look at this, already glowing a little bit. That's nice. Now, some people, I think, have mistakenly said this is C3. This is actually C5 Loom from Luminova. It's that pale green color. There you go. Wow, great Loom, man. Nice. Really nice loom. I like it. I really like it when a bezel is loomed as well. So it's doing a great job. Again, nowhere near Seiko's Lumibrite so far as longevity goes, but it's doing great right now. I like it. All right, let's go ahead and turn everything back on, and we will wrap this up. And guys, I can't really think of anything else to tell you about this watch, except for, again, it's easily my favorite watch that the Spinnaker's ever made. And, you know, go out there and get yourself one, man. It's a nice watch. It's got really, really good specs for the money. So anyway, guys, again, this has been the Spinnaker Tesei Titanium 200-meter automatic diver, and this has been model number SP-5061-02. Also, make sure you like and subscribe. Make sure you click that notification bell. I would really, really, really appreciate it. And guys, until the next watch, I will see y'all later. Take care. Bye-bye.